Are we going on your Denver Bronco one or your Denver 7 account? What? You're a mod with that one in my account. I'm watching your 3-minute clip thing you had up. Twitch kittens? What the fuck is that? Twitch kittens on the bottom of your description on this? How the hell do I keep hearing my voice? Yeah, it just went live. My phone, so I gotta refresh it. Da 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 da. Go to live stream. Oh, you're still co-streaming with me. Hold on, let me put you up. What does this even mean? Does this put you on top, or what the fuck does this do? I don't know what the fuck that is. We need to... Hold on. I'm gonna kick you from the co-stream for now, so I can get yours fucking full up. There. Doesn't look bad. Turn off low latency. Oh, fuck. 120. Mm. Bro, my party's been running slow as shit. I need to go offline, bro. I already got 10 people hitting me up. The fuck is taking so long? Motherfucker. Come on. Message from Toasty. Jesus Christ. Yo, invite. Yeah, I've been watching it. Can you not hear me? Yeah. Oh, I can do all that shit with the Go LXR that I'm buying. Okay. I don't know what you just went into. It's gonna try and find you a search match. Yeah, so all your shit's restricted. So, yeah, you won't be able to play. You're gonna have to pick a gun off of like the other shit. Yeah, hold on.
Search and
There,
destroy.
that class is fine now.
Safeguard the assets. No mistakes. Reinforcements are not available.
I can actually hear me through your game.
One minute remaining.
Looks like you're playing at 7.
30 seconds. We are out of time. Move. One round finished. Do not let them breathe. Switching sides. Search and destroy. Retrieve the bomb. Destroy your targets.
Yeah, it looks pretty dang good
The
to
bomb
me,
is
to
in
be
place.
honest.
Protect our carrier.
I can't hear your voice, I can hear mine though.
the bomb. We are out of time. Move. We're planting the bomb. Secure the area. Bomb set.
Picking up the
Hold
echo
for
of your
detonation.
teammates too. Whoever you're playing with, I can slightly hear them in the back.
Sarah, stay hungry. There's more where that came from.
That guy. I can't hear you in game.
Switching sides. Search and destroy.
Keep talking, I have my headset off.
Critical assets identified. Keep them secure.
I don't hear you at all on your stream.
How about now?
Try again.
Test.
1 minute remaining. Seconds. We are out of time. Move.
Yeah, it looks good and everything.
It is left to you. Get it done. Active bomb on Alpha. If you can stand, you can fight. Get ready.
Alright, now, again, check this out. So this is game capture.
Switching sides.
Let me disable that. This is display capture.
Search and destroy.
What about pixelation or anything?
You had more pixelation on
Retrieve
the
the
other
bomb.
one.
Destroy your targets. We have the bomb. Attack the weapon caches.
It's your perk.
Remaining.
Now, how does... What about game volume? Is it too loud? Am I too quiet?
Nah, that's about perfect. To be honest. I mean, my voice is really loud in there. Compared to yours.
30 seconds. We are out of time. Move.
I got somebody watching me on Twitch as
Planting
well.
bomb on target. Keep eyes open. Bomb planted.
Right,
Begin
I'm gonna
countdown.
quit this game, but I want to show you something. So, you see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
What does this go
Stay
to?
focused. No mistakes. This round
6?
is ours.
6. Yeah.
I might be able to quit after.
Switching sides. Search and destroy.
Alright. So, Let me drag this over to this. Alright. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright. So you see this?
All I see is a black screen. I see that.
Alright. So, under mine, I can't do it. So you see this quick sync H264? You can't really see it, but you kind of can, I guess. It's grayed out because I'm live right now.
Yeah, the decoder or whatever,
Yeah.
encoder. Uh-huh.
So that's my processor. I also have... I wonder if I can show you heat map. But yeah, being live, do you see in the bottom the percentage right here?
Kinda. The CPU 3.1, yeah.
I wonder if I can do on the magnifying glass.
No, I can see it fine now.
Oh, here we go. There's a lot.
4.1, 3.0.
Whoa.
Yeah, I see all that, yeah.
And then if we go back, let me turn this fucking magnifier off. We go back here because I'm not even using my, like, I'm using a completely separate thing. Separate encoder for my graphics card. I'm sitting the Xbox One X, even the X caps at 60 frames per second.
Yeah.
And I'm just chilling. I average about 120 something in game. But the problem is the monitor I'm using right now isn't a gaming one. I'm using it because it had speakers built in, because I was doing some other stuff. But yeah, that frames per second up there in the top is the big difference. But I was thinking,
Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to get those frames. Because I'm not playing on PC.
Yeah. It depends on what you're going through Elgato. You'd have to. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking we should do
some of that.
Some of this.
Yeah, we can do that.
Oh, but while you're watching, what is this stuff? Hold on. Like, is there any stuff I can unlock by doing like this shit, trials or whatever this shit is?
Okay, so that's just like back on. Go to like season 0. Okay, gun course. Go over one. I don't fucking see it. Because they had the old, remember the old training course where you had to fly through?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know that it gives you anything. Let me edit my layouts if we're going through that.
Oh, but my point to show you is if you go to I was going to show you this cool little thing, Restream.io. It's built into it. It's built into So you should be able to hear something. Hold on. You still got the stream pulled up?
Yeah, I'll tell you this much. I definitely need a computer.
Let me see. Not that. Where's my watch later? You ever watch Exclusive Ace? This guy's money.
What's up guys, my name is Ace, and today I wanted to share a drill for Warzone that is great for just warming up as well as practicing your aim, especially your aim towards headshots, which is extremely important within this mode. This is really similar to something I do for multiplayer every year with Call of Duty. I develop a drill to help you practice your aim and just get your head in the game a lot faster than you would by just hopping into the game and playing against real people. Now, a lot of people would think that the best way to warm up for Warzone is to simply hop into that practice mode against bots, where you drop into Karst River Quarry and a bunch of bots drop in as well. And while that can work as a warm-up, I feel like we can be much more efficient with this by using my method that I've developed here. Now, with this method, we're going to be hopping into a custom game, so you will have to own the full game for this. If you don't have the full game and you're just a free-to-play player, then yeah, your best bet is probably just to hop into that practice mode or hop into Plunder. Plunder can also be great for warming up. But if you do have multiplayer, I feel like this method that I've developed is the most effective for warming up and practicing your aim. So let's just hop right into the setup here. What we're going to be doing is we want to select Grasna Raid as our map. This one is very important because it gives us a little bit more range to play with. With most of my warm-up drills for regular multiplayer, I would do this on a very small map, but we do want to extend those ranges a little bit, and Grasna can be great for this. And we're also going to be playing Hardpoint as our mode, and this is for a very specific reason. Now, getting into the game rules, we want to set our time limit and score limit to unlimited. If you want to limit the amount of time you're doing this for, headshot with our sniper rifles if we are going to be doing some sniper practice, so I decided to set it on 200 health here for that. On top of that, I have set the health regeneration to fast, and this just gets you back in the fight a little bit faster if you've taken some damage from a previous fight, because the key with most drills is repetition and getting as much repetition in the shortest period of time possible. It's all about developing that muscle memory as fast as you can. But moving on to the team.
Anyway, besides the point. Exclusive Ace is money.
Initially make it into secondary loadout. Things to keep in mind with these loadouts is, first off, of course, these are based on my preferences, my play style. I'm not necessarily saying that if you copy and paste these, they're going to work perfect for you. And also, I still really like having my first loadout with Overkill, and then I have a secondary loadout where I have Ghost on there. So I will often swap to that secondary loadout at some point throughout a match to get that Ghost perk, and then I'll just pick my guns back up from the previous loadout. So in today's video, I'm just sharing my primary loadouts that I use, not the secondary loadouts or the loadouts I'll use when I'm just sort of messing around. These are the ones I use when I'm taking things a bit more seriously. And first up, we have my Grau loadout. Now, the Grau is a gun that didn't even initially make it into my top 10 list for best guns in Warzone, and the reason for that is its DPS, or damage per second value, is quite low. It doesn't really put out a ton of damage really quickly, and therefore, up close at least in a straight-up face-to-face gunfight, the Grau is quite simply going to lose out against almost every other assault rifle in the game. However, the Grau does have a lot of other...
Yeah, I'm just listening to this guy.
If I don't have the Grau, can I still make a Warzone class with it?
And it also gets some of the biggest boosts to its ranges by
No.
using barrel attachments.
Okay.
It's got very, very powerful barrels on it. And then when you combine that with the fact that it's got great handling stats like aim down sight time, for instance, excellent mobility, you've got great magazine capacity potential at 60 rounds or 50 if you'd like. And to top all of this off, it's very accurate and easy to control. That does bring that Grau way up on my list now, and it is now one of my favorite guns to use within Warzone. So the ideal attachment combination that I was able to find with this gun is using the monolithic suppressor, because it's very important to stay off the minimap well in Warzone, and you will show up if you don't have a suppressor. Next, for our barrel attachment, I've seen a lot of people recommend the Archangel barrel for this. However, I believe the Nexus barrel is actually a little bit better for Warzone, and the main reason for this is the Archangel barrel, it only gives you 5% extra range boost compared to the Nexus barrel. However, it impacts your aim down sight time quite a bit more. It reduces that aim down sight speed a lot, whereas the Nexus doesn't have nearly as much of an impact in that area, and I do feel that that's quite important, especially if you're being relatively aggressive. On top of that, you'll notice that I'm not using optic on this loadout. I think the iron sights are excellent with the Nexus barrel. As for the stock, I really like using the no stock attachment, as you guys that have been around the channel already know. This just helps with your movement speed as well as your aim down sight time, and it's very important to snap on a target quickly, and it's also important to get around the map quickly, and that's why I really like that. The gun is still very accurate even though you have no stock equipped. Speaking of accuracy, you'll notice I am using the Commando foregrip, and this is just to help cut down on that side-to-side bounce with your recoil. The Grau, like I said, is already very accurate on its own, but it is nice to cut down on that side-to-side bounce just to make you that much more accurate, and I did a lot of testing in custom games trying to find this optimal setup, and the Commando foregrip was definitely the best bet for this. And that just leaves us with the 60-round extended mag. When you're dealing with multiple enemies, if you're playing trios or quads, for instance, you want to get that maximum ammo capacity, and therefore, that's why I went with the 60-round mag. Now, as for the rest of the class setup here, you'll see that I am using this Overkill with a sniper rifle, just like with all the classes I'm going to be sharing today. And the reason for this is I just love the versatility of being able to pick somebody off at really long ranges, or if I sneak up behind a squad or an enemy player, instead of lighting them up with my Grau and then potentially giving them a chance to get away, I can pull out the sniper rifle, get a quick headshot, and instantly down them so there's no chance for them to escape. Now, my sniper of choice is actually the AX-50. I know the HDR is very popular for a lot of people, but I just feel way more comfortable with the AX-50, and I like that you can stack up on more attachments that help with aim down sight sight speed, which gives me a competitive edge against a lot of HDR snipers out there or people that don't stack up for aim down sight time. This allows me to quickly like jump around a corner and snap on a target really quickly, whereas other snipers are basically locked in place because the moment they come out of aiming down sight, it's going to take them a very long time to get back on target. So with this, I'm using a monolithic suppressor to stay off the radar, the SimGuard Arms Pro Barrel, which helps with
If
our
you
bullet
want me
drop
to
and
pause
bullet
it at
velocity. We've got the tag laser on there, mainly for aim down sight time, but this also stabilizes the gun a lot, and this means in close to mid-range situations, if I am forced to use the sniper rifle, I don't need to worry about holding my breath because it's already very stable on its own. Then after that, we've got the SimGuard Arms Assassin stock, which helps with our aim down sight time, and the Focus Weapon perk, which reduces that flinch, so I can often still stay on target if somebody manages to land a bullet with their assault rifle on me when they're at about mid-range or so. So that's the sniper rifle you'll be seeing on all of the classes that I share with you guys today. As for our perks on this one, we've got Cold-Blooded, so people with thermal sights won't be able to see me nearly as easily at least. Then for perk 2, obviously, we've got Overkill, and perk 3 is Amped. Amped is great, so I can swap between my sniper and my primary really quickly and easily, and it also just allows me to throw my C4 a little bit faster, which is nice. Speaking of C4, this is going to be our lethal, and the primary reason for this is vehicle. If somebody comes at me with an SUV or one of the
Let me show you one other thing real quick. Hold on. Alright, so let me go here real quick. This channel. Let me pause that. Let me go to playlist. Gun guides. This will show you like this shit. He's pretty good. What's your favorite gun?
Well, M4 is pretty dope.
M4.
And the M13 is pretty dope.
A while back, so he probably has an.
What's up, guys? My name is Ace, and today I'm really excited to finally bring you guys the first episode of Gun Guides for Modern
M13 is the
Warfare.
better
This is
one.
the series where I go over all of the important stats as well as best class setups for every one of the guns in Modern Warfare. In this first episode, we're going to be covering the M4A1. Now keep in mind, with this series, all of these numbers are always subject to change, and they will change throughout the year. So in order to keep you guys up to date, first off, I will be doing detailed patch note videos anytime there are changes, and on top of that, for each individual gun guide episode, anytime there's a change made to that particular gun, I will leave that change in a pinned comment down below. So first up, let's get into the damage profile. The M4A1 has a damage profile of 28, 23, 18, which means it's going to be a 4, 5, or 6 shot kill to the body. As for headshots, though, we get a standard headshot multiplier of 1.6, which is quite solid as well.
Which means minus a headshot, if you look at these damage ranges, assuming I haven't kept up with it since I bought the game. But unless you get a headshot, this gun is never going to be a 30 damage kill, which means it's always going to be 2 shots in hardcore, unless you get a headshot, because then you get 1.6 times, and that's going to make at least these two ranges 30. Yeah, see down here. So the only time, even if you get a headshot, is it still won't be a 1-shot kill.
Well, I'm not really worried about one-shot kills.
Which means that one single headshot
No, I'm talking about in hardcore.
mixed in with body shots will always reduce the number of shots it takes to kill.
Just for like
So in the standard 4-shot
reference.
kill range, 2 shots
So
to the body,
that's
1 shot
like-
to the head will be a kill. As for our rate of fire, this
Yeah.
is quite solid for the assault rifles at 833 rounds per minute, which is really nice because that means it's quite forgiving. So if you miss a bullet or two, it isn't the end of the world when it comes to your time to kill. Speaking of time to kill, our statistical minimum time to kill that assumes every single bullet hits its target is 216 milliseconds in the 4-shot kill range, and then it will drop down to 360 milliseconds in the 6-shot kill range. This time to kill is very solid. It's not the fastest in the game, but it's far from being the slowest as well. As for our time to kill potential, assuming headshots are involved, you can kill as fast as 144 milliseconds as long as you're hitting one of those bullets to the head within the standard 4-shot kill range. Now that 4-shot kill range is currently about 28 meters, and also it drops off to the
What map is this on?
Granaza.
Alright, yeah, so this is the showing you the 2, 5.
I've one-shot people with the M4 across
shot
the
kill range
map
at 50
before.
meters, which in previous Call of Duty games was a very rare situation to be getting into gunfights beyond 50 meters. Not in Modern Warfare though. This 6-shot kill range does actually matter a decent amount. As for the attachments that impact your ranges, first off, let's look at the suppressors, and we have the lightweight suppressor, which gives us a 25% reduction to all of our damage ranges, which is pretty massive, and I wouldn't necessarily recommend this attachment. But we also have the monolithic suppressor, which increases our ranges by 7.5%, which is a very minor increase, but it is nice to know that it does increase it. As for the barrels that impact our range, the M16 barrel will increase all of our damage ranges by 40%, and the Corvus barrel will increase all of our damage ranges by 30%. I should point out
The M16 barrel and the Corvus gets rid of the 6-shot. That's pretty good.
that for both of
I
these,
don't
you
have
still
any
do
of
drop
these
off to a 6-shot kill at really long
attachments
ranges,
unlocked
but
anyway,
that's
so-
such a far range that it just didn't fit on this graph. But with that, that brings us into our ranges for hardcore, and as you can see here,
Alright,
the M4A1
but
is
another-
beyond 50
another
meters,
thing
it'll still
I'll
take
show
two,
you
has extremely good
is,
hip fire, and it matches the Kilo 141, the AK-47, the fire. As you can see here, the M4A1 falls into the better here. The M4A1 is always a 2-shot kill in hardcore, so you don't really have to worry about ranges at all because it's always going to be a 2-shot kill. Although I will point out that it will be a 1-shot headshot out to 50 meters, and then beyond 50 meters, it'll still take 2 shots to kill, even to the head. Moving on to hip fire, as you can see here, the M4A1 falls into the better category for assault rifles, and it has extremely good hip fire, and it matches the Kilo 141, the AK-47, the M13, and the SCAR. Moving into our idle sway, Anyway, as you can see here, there is a little bit of idle sway with the M4A1. It does move side to side a little bit while aiming down sight, but this should really only impact your aim at extremely long ranges. As for the recoil, the M4A1 kicks pretty much straight up initially, and then it starts to veer to the right after a little bit, with very little side-to-side bounce mixed in there. What this means is generally the recoil is very predictable and very controllable with the M4. As for handling stats, the M4A1 has an aim down sight time of 250 milliseconds, which is very good for the assault rifle category, and our measured sprint out time at 60 FPS was 267 milliseconds, whereas our super sprint out time, or tactical sprint out time, is 400 milliseconds. Both of these values are standard for assault rifles. Moving on to our magazine capacity, this is 30 rounds with 60 in reserve, which is pretty normal for an assault rifle, and our reload add time, which is the amount of time it takes to reload without any unnecessary animations, is pretty quick at 1.39 seconds. Now, if you wanted to speed that up, you could use a sleight of hand perk, which will cut that all the way down to 0.98 seconds. As for our movement speed, this is pretty standard for the assault rifle category at 95%, and our aim down sight stray speed is pretty solid at 50%. So that pretty much covers it for all of the really important base stats for the M4A1, but now I wanted to hop into the barrel attachments, because these are very important. They do have a pretty big effect on how the gun performs, and also for each gun in the game, they have different barrels that have different effects, and this is why I will be doing a section on barrels for pretty much every one of these gun guides. So first up, we have the short barrel, the 11.5-inch commando barrel, and with this one, you aim down sight 15% faster, so 2 frames faster at 60 FPS, which is definitely noticeable, and your movement speed gets bumped up by 2 percentage points.
I would definitely do it. He's
I'll have to check it out.
yeah, he gets all the data from the PC, or the PC files, so they're all like legit, not him just like, you know, yeah, I think this
BS
one's
in
like, yeah, they're all like legit and all that. That's why he does updates and shit when new patches get dropped. So if there's like a huge, like, for instance, like this Snake Shot nerf, I guess 2 days ago.
Yeah, I seen that because everybody's running around with that shit.
Yeah, how to drop in faster, shit like that. So they he does it, you know, he does pretty much every update and patch and shit.
Yeah. Get your ass in here, brother.
Alright. Let me make sure. I wish I could tell my. I don't know what my battery is on my controller.
Direct connect it.
Yeah. I guess
That's what I do.
Guess this is alright. Does it show me in the chat with you right now? Start a party. Find friends. No. What is this shit? See, this Xbox game bar. It's fucking stupid because I'm in a party with you through the Xbox app, and it's not showing us partied up. So, alright, do we have a third person or just us?
We can try and find somebody, so that's what I can do.
Where are you at?
Ed is playing Warzone. Let me invite him into this. Let's see. He's with. Okay, so he's folded up in there. I don't know if they're playing Warzone or not. Dino. Don't play Warzone.
What are our game modes? Do we have trios? Or is it quad? Alright, we do have trios. Okay.
There's Thumper. Perfect.
Oh my god, it's Bronco. What up, fam? Greatest Call of Duty player ever fucking existed.
Yeah, that nigga was legit, dude.
You guys are dumb as fuck.
Where you been, bro?
Just working, man. I was in a relationship that did not condone gaming, but
What?
No way. You gonna come play some shit with us here, big guy? We're playing.
You playing Warzone?
Warzone, yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
The only problem is Denver doesn't really get to level up his guns worth of shit in Warzone. He only gets to level up certain ones. Thumper, you gotta get me my first win, homeboy.
You don't have a fucking win yet, bro?
Nah, bro. I smashed. I just haven't had a lot of, like, good, experience with it. Alright, we're going to BR Trios.
Hold on,
Here
hold
we
on.
go.
Oh, back out, motherfucker.
Hold on a
I'm just
second.
making a class.
God. God damn. Don't yell at me, motherfucker.
Bro, I've got 33 wins.
Bro, you've been killing it, bro. That's good.
I usually play with Drive Turkey, and he has 52 at the moment.
I want this Archangel, so I gotta use this stupid gun in Warzone.
Archangel's awesome. Nexus is pretty good too. But that's the last barrel that you unlock.
Yeah, no, I gotta fucking use this stupid fucking cocksucker to get it. I know. And I don't have monolithic, so I have to use tactical suppressor. AIDS. Fuck it. Nah, fuck that. I don't want to be that guy.
I had to get rid of the fucking snake shot because they fucking nerfed the shit out of it.
Well, I'm glad they did, bro. Like,
No,
really?
that shit was fucking amazing.
Nah, fuck that. That's gays AIDS, bro.
Fuck no, bro.
Gays
Fucking
AIDS.
great.
Desperado compensator. Let's put on the oil can suppressor on this Renetti.
Yeah, see, even you're using the fucking rarities now.
Oh, everybody is?
Everybody
The
is.
dual wieldies.
Yo.
I just got a message, I think, from whatever. Let me invite this motherfucker in here, bro. Ah, fuck. I need to just message him.
How do you go from like having a pretty fucking decent stream setup, maybe not a lot of followers, but a good starting ground,
Mm-hmm.
to getting into a relationship with no video games? Like, what?
Oh, you're talking about
Yeah,
me?
fuck.
Yeah, yo.